You're listening to a mini episode of By the Way, a contemporary art news podcast where we follow up on the stories previously covered so that you don't have to. My name is Eric Wall, and I'm calling today's episode Returned, Removed, and Yippee Ki Yay MotherFucker. Before we get into the first part of our episode today, I just wanted to ask all you listeners out there to please go ahead and share the show with a friend. We've actually really started to gain a lot of traction, and our audience is growing quite a bit larger than I actually anticipated by now. So, yeah, we really do appreciate your help. So please go share this with a friend. So all the way back in our inaugural episode of By the Way, we discussed the criminal smugglings of roughly 4,000 artifacts out of Iraq by the Christian-focused craft store in the U.S. called Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has now agreed to pay more than $3 million in U.S. fines, as well as forfeit more than 5,500 illicitly acquired objects. Some of these objects were destined to go to the dubious Museum of the Bible in Washington. Go back and listen to episode number 1 if you're interested in learning how Hobby Lobby was able to smuggle these artifacts into the U.S. Back in episode number 4, Theater of the Protest, Ando and I discussed a recent exhibition at the Guggenheim in New York that raised a lot of concerns and protests by animal rights activists. That exhibition included 3 works that drew most of the attention and were eventually removed. That show will now be traveling to the Guggenheim in Bilbao, Spain, and interestingly enough, 2 of those 3 works that were removed will now be included in Spain. A third one, a video performance of several pit bulls strapped onto treadmills attempting to attack each other, will not be included. It will now be replaced by a new work by the same artist. Who knows what the response will be in Spain, but the Guggenheim has already taken steps to go ahead and avoid those same issues that they experienced in New York by including more supporting text as well as an additional information in the audio guide. I'll be curious to see if Spain is any different than New York. The last story is a follow-up of our most recent episode, Something is Rotten in the State of Denmark. In that episode, we spoke about the lawsuit brought by major art collector Steve Tenenbaum against Jeff Koons. The lawsuit accuses Koons for failing to produce the works that Tenenbaum purchased in a timely manner. Tenenbaum also concluded that Jeff Koons is running a type of a Ponzi scheme. And now Hollywood producer Joel Silver, who's given us such classics and the best Christmas movie ever, Die Hard, has also filed his own lawsuit on similar grounds after learning that he was swindled in a very similar manner as Tenenbaum. From what I can read, it sounds that actually Joel Silver has even more evidence on Jeff Koons, as well as even Gagosian Gallery for failing to deliver. And with that, I want to say again, Yippee Ki Yay MotherFucker. By the way, we'll be back with a full episode in about 2 weeks, and thank you for listening.